What's up, everybody? It's JSU here from RPS, and I'm here to show you guys how I won just over 200K playing MLB DFS on DraftKings. So first off, I took down two contests over for 100K on DraftKings. The 444 Grand Slam, I'm pretty sure. I had two entries in that, and then I had two entries in the $15 season opener, which is the big GPP contest on DraftKings. So two lineups. I played just over $1,000 for the day. And, a lot of people talk about, you need 150 lineups. You need, to cash and hit big on those big GPPs. And I didn't. I had two lineups. I played both lineups in the $15 and the 444. And I took both down with a score of 198.40. How I got there. So first off, I started off with my two pitchers, and the thought process here was a thought process that I actually learned from a guy that you might know named BigT. BigT showed me this thought process a year or two ago, and it actually helped me win big in MLB DFS last year, hitting over six figures multiple times using this strategy. And the strategy was pairing two pitchers from the same game. Now, a lot of people don't like doing that because they think it limits their upside. But in a way, in tournaments, the theory and thought process behind it is I know it's going to be somewhat unique. And we have two solid pitchers who I think both had upside from a strikeout standpoint. And they both had really good games, totaling just under 25 DK points, which was perfect for this slate. One of them was also very cheap, 6,500. It just helped me with my lineup build, and it helped get some of the bigger bats in. Both those two pitchers were on Big T's core as well. And if you don't know the core plays have been awesome over at RPS. Multiple contributors in their core plays helped out with this lineup, and I will give them shouts out as we go through it. So after that, my thought process when it came to the hitters. So we had a big slate. I think it was around 9 games, if I remember correctly, and they were all throughout the day. Slate started around 2 on DraftKings, and I knew for a fact that I wanted to focus on 3 specific games from a hitting standpoint. One of them being the Texas KC game, the Dodgers Colorado game, which was in Coors, and the Arizona San Diego game. That was my thought process coming into building. So what I did was I pretty much clicked on those 3 games, and I started to try and build out my lineup, figuring, okay, these are the 3 games I want to target. Let's see what I can build with those 2 pitchers that I had. Starting off, obviously, the Coors on the slate was huge. Colorado, Dodgers, I knew they were going to be popular. So what I did was most people in those situations are going to play 4 to 5 from Colorado, from Coors, because Coors is always very popular. And I knew that going in. So I knew playing just under 4 or 5 was going to help me be somewhat unique. I knew a lot of people weren't going to play 3. And that's what I did. I got Max Muncy in there. I had Cody Bellinger, and I had Corey Seager. Those were the 3 guys I had from Coors. Again, I know a lot of people love to stack in MLB DFS, but I knew that was going to help me with this lineup. Then from there, Ketel Marte, who is one of my favorite MLB DFS baseball players. I love this guy. Got his jersey on right here. He was 2,700. And I just knew for a fact I was playing him 100% at that price tag. And he was hitting in the 2-hole. And Josh Rojas, who was hitting 1, was also extremely cheap. And I think he was 2,500. And because Marte was outfield eligible as well, I knew a lot of people were going to be able to try and pair both those 2 cheap guys in the 1 and 2 hole together. If they were going to play Marte, they might try and mini stack them because they're hitting 1 and 2. So what I did was at third base, and I went Asdrubal Cabrera over Fuentes, who was hitting in the 2 hole for Colorado, because I knew Fuentes was going to be popular at that pretty much the same price point. I think he was 3,400. Cabrera was 3,600. And I knew a lot more people when they got down to that range was going to click Fuentes. So I went Cabrera for lower ownership, pair him with Marte, give me that little mini stack from Arizona. because I said that was the side that I really did want out of that Arizona-San Diego game. And then after that, my outfielders, the two cheap guys, actually, Joey Gallo, who was one of our guy Draft Cheat DC favorite plays on the slate. He gave him out on the free live show that we do Monday through Friday, MLB Swing for the Fences, 3:45 most days, but he gave him out as one of his favorite hitters on the slate. He was also very cheap, 3,600, and he's got power and upside. I love Gallo. He fit real well. And then Soler from KC, who was actually one of our guy JT's core plays on the site. So Soler was 2,800, another guy with just monster power, and I knew he had upside. It just fit so well. And I because I had so much money with those cheap outfielders, I pretty much got to Perez because I had so much money left over for my final spot. And I put in Perez there for that little mini stack of Perez and Soler. And it kind of got me over the top at the end. And I was sitting in first place. So that's how I did it. And that was my theory behind it. All right, guys. So for that, if you, want more from me and all the contributors, Big T, Hoop, AP, JT, DC over at Run Pure Sports, make sure you get over there. Check us out. Premium content is fire. We have a playbook every day, MLB, NBA, PGA, everything over there. Core plays for all the sports, everything you want. The Discord for premium members where you can ask us questions. Make sure you get over there, sign up, and get more of this great content because we're going to keep it rolling over at RPS. All right. So for me, JSU, we'll see you later.